The show is still the Eastern Business Report on the Abia Business Morning. I'm Nnamdi Obanya. Not long ago, well, last week, Thursday to be precise, we were talking about President Tinubu's visit to Anambra to commission some projects that Governor Chukwuma Soludo had earmarked for the President's state visit. In January this year, on the 4th of January, President Tinubu was in Enugu to commission the ICC, smart schools, and of course, the Security and Command Center. Now, on the 23rd of May, he'll be back in the East, this time in Abia, to commission the Port Harcourt Expressway, which for about 15 years was left abandoned and undeveloped. Now, President Tinubu seems to be enjoying his visits, but now that he's coming to Abia, we'll be talking about that today. What can we expect from President Tinubu? What can we expect from the Abia government? What should they ask him for? And of course, to discuss this, I have a man who is very knowledgeable, not just about government, but about the historical background of all these issues. I have Sir Abuchi Anueyagu. Good to have you here this morning.
Thank you, Nnamdi. Good morning.
Now, let's start from the Port Harcourt Express Road, the Abba Port Harcourt Express Road. You know, anybody who knows about the old Eastern region, the Michael Okpara template, that road was specifically supposed to take goods from markets to ports. And for over a decade, almost two, it was abandoned. Can you think of any clear reason why, you know, the administrations, the Ikwazu, Oji, Oju's or Kano administration, why they did nothing about that road?
Well, thank you, Nnamdi. Because we have to differentiate this particular road and the road leading to Port Harcourt from Enugu. That's the one that we know as the Enugu-Port Harcourt Highway or Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. It's quite different from this Port Harcourt Road that we are talking about. This Port Harcourt Road in Aba that is being talked about is a long stretch of road running from Owerri Road to where it is called Asa Road, to the best of my knowledge, Asa Road. Then another section of it is just like Okpara Avenue in Enugu, where you have first Okpara Avenue, then as you move further, it is called Garden Avenue, and then as you move further, it is called Abakaliki Road. So it's just that type of stretch. So the end part of it, linking to the Enugu-Port Harcourt Highway, is called this Port Harcourt Road, as I know. And it has been left abandoned for many years, for several years, even before the coming of the present civilian dispensation in Nigeria. That is, before 1999, that road had been very, very bad. So, and it was left abandoned by the man who claims to be an Aba boy, and that is Ojo Zokalo. It was quite disappointing and disgusting, if one may say, that an Aba boy came, somebody who was born in Aba, who was brought up in Aba, and whose life had been Aba, and he became a governor, and whose chain of businesses, situate within Aba, and he didn't do anything. For 8 years he was governor, he didn't do anything. Then the man that succeeded him came and was gallivanting, playing theatrics and all that. He didn't do anything.
But he was called Ochendo, the road builder.
I don't know. I don't know which Oche that he was doing. So, and after him came somebody that they said he is the son of the soil. He is the son of the soil. And that he was going to do for his people those things that the past two administrations couldn't do. And in fact, that was the main reason the main reason he was made or he was allowed to become governor, despite all odds, despite the questionable, his questionable emergence then as the person that defeated the current governor now, it was quite controversial. It was a very controversial election that time. But it was allowed to be because of the interest of Aba. Aba as a business community, as a well-known business city in the whole world, not just in Africa. It's just like Onitsha. So, and he stayed for 8 years and nothing was done about that road. So this man now came and saw the need to put that road in order. I mean, Alex Otti. He saw it as a priority attention, as a priority project. And he went straight to do that, to reconstruct the road and to make the road usable again. And road users have started using it. Quite commendable, quite laudable. Otti takes the credit, Otti takes the credit, and he must be very, very well applauded. Now, as he is bringing in President Tinubu to Abia or to Aba to commission the road, because we wouldn't know now how this visit is going to be. Is it going to be limited to Aba alone, or would he use the opportunity to visit some other areas in Abia?
I mean, it might be a case of, we know that recently, the person who even announced the date was Engineer Dave Umahi, the Minister of Works. He was looking at the Osisioma flyover. There had been, some damage along the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. So we are guessing that President Tinubu's visit might have something to do with, maybe we know around Aba, Osisioma, all those areas, we have geometric power, where President Obasanjo was just there. Now we have the Aba Expressway. He might also want to maybe show him the new area structures, the plazas that are there.
Yes.
So, and we had a guest complain yesterday that, that's where the governor stays. It doesn't stay in Umahi. That's...
I will come to that.
That's where he stays. So the president will actually be coming to the Aba area only.
So is he now coming at the instance of the Minister of Works or at the instance of
the Minister of Works,
Governor of the government?
Minister of Works announced that the president was coming to flag off the Aba Port Harcourt Expressway, which is Alex Otti's project. But Alex Otti had already revealed previously that President Tinubu was coming. Dave Umahi was just
adding his voice.
But, this question you asked is very, very germane. Like, it seems as if the focus now is on Aba. And you're wondering, people say, why not Umahi at the capital? But I said, does it have to be? Is it not where you have a major project?
Of course.
That the president should come. And maybe he has other things. Maybe, like Anambra, he has a fun city too, where there's small swimming pool.
Where he went to catch
at least we know they're not going to show President Tinubu a government house.
Yes.
With the hotel scandal going on.
No.
But, the last time we asked, what should Soludo ask Tinubu for? We said many different things. We said the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onitsha, Inland Port.
I mentioned so many things there.
What do we want Alex Otti now to pressure President Tinubu for?
Okay, thank you. Alex Otti, it is his turn now because Peter Mba have been blamed. Tinubu came, he didn't mention Nnamdi Kanu. Soludo is also being blamed. Tinubu came, he didn't find it necessary to talk about the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is like, if I may say, watershed. It is the name, but the things surrounding that name is what we are now talking about and representing as Nnamdi Kanu, because it has a ripple effect. So first, the people would expect Alex Otti to take this opportunity because as it is said in Igbo, na ada ari enu oji kwada na onye riri enu oji ya kparo ya nku maka na ada ari enu oji. So the president doesn't come to Abia State all the time. Now that the president is coming on a very rare occasion to Abia State, apart from going to inaugurate some projects, particularly that road project, which is vital, is a link to Port Harcourt or to River State, particularly Port Harcourt with Abia State. People are expecting Alex Otti to not just take the president to that project, but also to get him to talk to the Aba business community. It is very, very important. The people would like to know, the people would like to feel face to face the pulse of their president. What is his purpose? What is his thinking about commerce? Aba is all about commerce and industries, manufacturing. So what is he thinking about encouraging manufacturing sector in Nigeria? Because there was a time the manufacturing sector of the economy was booming in the 60s, in the 70s. And that was when Aba, in fact, it was the manufacturing sector that made Aba what it is in terms of commerce, in terms of trading. Because the companies are there, they are manufacturing, and then you have the readily available market in Aba for the consumption of these goods or products being manufactured by the industries. For instance, the Aba textile mill. Aba textile mill was very, very popular in the 70s. And even in the 60s, it employed so many people and it had so much chain value pertaining to Aba textile mill, and there were other things. So it's an opportunity for Alex Otti to continue to leverage on that support, on that mass support that he received from the people during the election. He should now ensure that Mr. President speaks one-on-one with the people, with the genuine people, and not guided interaction. It shouldn't be a guided interaction. He should allow the Aba business community. I think they have an organized Chamber of Commerce in Aba. Yes, bring them, let the Chamber of Commerce organize some of their people that will come there and interact with Mr. President, even if it is for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, he's going to solve a lot of things, and it will make them to have that sense of belonging, to feel that, oh, the president is our own, the president is thinking for us. So let him do that. It is expected that he's going to do that because he is just like Soludo, Alex Otti is an economist or a financial man. One musician said financial woman be that too. So Alex Otti na financial man be that too. So he should take the opportunity of being a financial man to talk about financial things, as Aba is a financial city. And there are so much about other things, even that Aba geometrics power plant. He should find a way to factor it in and see what he can do to get Mr. President, maybe within the space of 1 hour, 2 hours, all these things are
covered. I want to ask a double-edged question, because we're running out of time, but I have to ask this question. Do you think that the president will not make sure that his trip is very, very well protected? Because Nnamdi Kanu is from Abia State. And
yes, I was coming to that. I was coming to that. Alex Otti should use the opportunity, whether maybe he should gather the traditional rulers, let them be the ones that will make the demand from Mr. President, without coming to do another chieftaincy title conferment to, let it be that he will gather or some Igbo leaders or some leaders of thought of Abia State. Let them come. They will now, during the course of interacting with the Aba business community. They will now ask him his feelings, his thinkings about Nnamdi Kanu. Because why I'm saying so, why I said Nnamdi Kanu's name has become synonymous with every aspect of life in the Southeast. You remember during the Monday sit at home, what Monday sit at home caused to the Southeast and even the federal government of Nigeria. So many security officers were killed, so many federal government properties were destroyed, so many people, so many civilians were killed, lost their lives, in the course of people, non-state actors trying to enforce sit at home because of Nnamdi Kanu. So the Southeast has suffered so much. Even still, in so many other places, like Onitsha, I don't know if the markets in Onitsha have started opening on Mondays. I wouldn't know. And even at Aba. So you find out that it's because very skeletal services. So it's not healthy. So let the president use this opportunity. Nnamdi Kanu has become a political issue. So the president should use the opportunity to say something about Nnamdi Kanu.
But do you think that the president will do that? What I'm asking is, you have the fact that the deputy speaker is from Abia.
Of course.
And an APC member.
Of course.
So there's somebody there who can curate and control who has access to the president. And, maybe even in conflict with the governor's own protocol. But if you've seen this kind of state visits, you always see a situation where Abuja protocol likes to override state protocol. And if the deputy speaker is coming, with the Abuja team, there's every chance that he too might have an influence on who gets to meet the president. And therefore, we may not get anything on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. It might be 3 governors and not a single.
This is Otti's business. It is not the National Assemblyman's
with regards to getting traditional rulers who will come.
Getting the traditional rulers. Otti is the governor of Abia State. Soludo is the governor of Anambra State. And he was able to gather his traditional rulers, the traditional rulers of his home state, to confer an award, a controversial award on the president. Yes, I say it's controversial because many people are kicking against it, including myself. So now that the president is coming at the instance of the Abia State Government or Abia State Governor, it is his show. It is Otti's show. The president is coming to inaugurate or to see the projects he has done so far in Aba. So the visit is purely for Abia State Government. And Otti should use the opportunity to sell himself and to endear himself more to the people that he's leading. He's a man of the people as at this moment. He's still a man of the people. So, and he should be able to maintain that status, that recognition of being a man of the people by also acting according to the expectations, the desire of the people that he's leading. And one of such things is the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, because the issue of Nnamdi Kanu also affects the Southeast generally, economically, politically, and otherwise, even in terms of security. So that is why the issue, even though it's a naughty issue, but they can address it and address it appropriately to the admiration of the people. So the ball is now in the court of Governor Otti. Let him do something, and people are watching, people are expecting him.
All right, this is the Eastern Business Report. Sorry again, technical issues seem to be plaguing us this morning, and we are running out of time. We have run out of time, but I have to ask my guests, which is just one very final question. We've mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We've mentioned the business community meeting President Tinubu. There seems to be now, we already hear that the deputy speaker is campaigning for He wants to be governor of Abia State. Politically, do you think that President Tinubu might also be making a pitch to Governor Otti, maybe to come over to APC? And do you think it would be wise for Governor Otti to do so?
Certainly, Otti has become a very beautiful brand, and if one may say, a very beautiful bride, as we used to hear during the Second Republic. But it is left for Otti as a damsel, if one may put it in a feminist manner now, to decide to choose which way to go. But Otti choosing which way to go.
And again, for the update time, we do apologize again for that technical issue. We hope it's the last one this morning. But Sir Buchi, to finish your thoughts.
Yes, the thing I'm saying is that Otti should not make any mistake of defecting to any political party. Not APC as it is now. APC is not generally acceptable or accepted even in Nigeria, and let alone in the Southeast. So he should be very, very circumspect in handling that matter. The president is coming on an official state visit, and let him limit himself to that. Until when the time comes, it is the political future that will determine for him which way to go, either to remain in Labour or maybe to defect to another political party.
We'll be watching and seeing. And of course, May 23rd, we expect President Tinubu to touch down in Abia State. Of course, Afia TV should be on ground as well. We'll have updates for you when that time comes. But many thanks to my guests for being here this morning. And that's all we can take on the Eastern Business Report. But the Afia Business Morning is not yet over. It's time to go into the market with the market begin. How market comes up right now. And so till I see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. when the business day starts, have a very, very profitable day.